my name is Amy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a bookshelf tour. I really like watching bookshelf tours, I think they're super fun, and as I reorganized my shelves in last week's video, I thought it would be fun to show you guys a more up close look at my shelf. So that's what we're doing today. I'm not gonna be taking out every single book on the shelf because I think that is actually very boring to watch and quite unnecessary, so I'm just gonna highlight some books on each shelf. I'm pretty happy with how my shelves look right now after reorganizing it, so I thought this was the perfect time to show you guys what my shelves look like. So let's just get into it and start this tour. So as you can see, these are my shelves. Yeah, this is a little overview. I have two small shelves and one big one. If you hear noise in the background, that's my dog, sorry. As you can see, they're squeezed in between two other shelves, which are not mine, those are my boyfriend's. He collects manga, so he reads a lot of those. We have many other shelves with just manga. We have like a whole other row of shelves on the other side of the living room. If you want me to do like a living room tour, I can do that because we call our house the Geek Cave because we have so many shelves and so many geeky things. So if you want to see that, I can do that in the future. Let me know in the comments. But for now, I'm just gonna show you my bookshelf. As you can see, I have a couple of Funkos on top of the shelf. Those are all DC Funkos. And I have that huge hedgehog plushie down up there as well. So let's just get up close and see what we got. So the first shelf there is the first part of my Cassandra Clare shelf. I have the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices there, as well as a Queenie Funko and two Newt Commander Funkos. Also this little Picket that came with one of the Funkos. I can't remember which one it was, but it came with one of the two Newt Commander Funkos. So yeah, that is my first part of the Cassandra Clare shelf. Fun fact, I met Cassandra Clare at a signing and she signed Clockwork Angel and Clockwork Princess for me. So I'm really happy about that one. And it was really cool to see her and get two of my favorite books signed, because we were only allowed to bring two books. So I got those two signed because that series means the most to me. Moving on, we have this shelf right here. We have more Cassandra Clare books. We have Tales of the Shadowhunter Academy. This one is not the same height as the other books here, but it doesn't fit on the other shelf anymore, so yeah, I'll have to make do. Then we have the Bane Chronicles, Ghosts of the Shadowhunter Market, and the Infernal Devices. No, wait, not the Infernal Devices, the Dark Artifices. I'm so sorry. I also have this Hades Funko here because I thought it would match nicely with the spines of these books. Yeah, that one's also up there. I also have these two candles here. This is a Scoops Ahoy candle, which is from Stranger Things, and this is a book hoarder candle. Those candles are from an ecchi shop called Rootless Heroines. I will leave a link to their shop in the description below. Their candles smell amazing. Moving on, we have my favorite series of all time. If you have been following me on Instagram, you will know. But Bloodlines is my favorite series. Yeah, I'm really happy that I have all 6 of the books in hardcover because they're just amazing. And then we have Vampire Academy with a little Ursula Funko. Moving on, we have the Glittering Court. Yeah, the Midnight Jewel didn't fit on that shelf either, so I had to split them up, which sucks a little, but yeah, whatever, I'll deal. And then we have two little Nendroids from Cells at Work, which is an anime I really like. And the books here are the Ruby Red Trilogy by Kerstin Gia, which is the only series on my entire shelves which is still in Dutch, because the original books are in German. So I thought I would just keep those, and I really like the covers and the spines of those as well, so I don't mind that they're still on there. And then we have Daughter of Smoke and Bone and Strange the Dreamer. I don't own Muse of Nightmares because I realized this edition is apparently quite rare or something. So I'm still debating if I want to spend the money on Muse of Nightmares or just get another version. What would you do? Let me know in the comments because I honestly still don't know what to do. And I would really want to own both of the books actually. So yeah, those are my top shelves. As you can probably tell, they're all my favorite series on the top shelf. So I have a nice view of them. Moving on down, we have this little nook of fantasy books, YA fantasy. Also with all my Moana figures. We have Maui, we have Moana with the little Pora, we have Tika, and we have the crab. I forgot his name, but he's freaking gorgeous. I still want a Funko of Te Fiti and of Heihei because Heihei is freaking awesome. But I think that was a limited edition one, so I'm not sure if they still sell those. But the books on this shelf are Caraval. We have The Girl from Everywhere from Heidi Heilig. We have the Under the Never Sky trilogy by Veronica Rossi. The Under the Never Sky was one of my favorite series back in the day. I haven't reread it in a long time, but I really loved those books a while back. I thought Aria and Perry were like the best couple ever, so I haven't seen anyone talk about this in a while. So, have people read this? Did people forget about it? Let me know. Then we have Wicked Like a Wildfire, which I got in a Fairy Loot box and I still haven't read. Next to that is, let me move this Moana Funko out of the way, is The Forbidden Wish by Jessica Corey, which is an Aladdin retelling where the genie is a girl. This is like one of my favorite books. It's also a standalone. It's just so good. I've reread it multiple times and it's just, it stays amazing. I really love that one and I would highly recommend it. Then we have Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen. And there we have Winter and Stars Above. Those Stars Above is also a different height than the other Lunar Chronicles books. That's why I split them up, and that Winter and Stars Above are over there. Moving on, we have Cinder, Scarlet and Cress, and this little BB-8 Funko. And then we have Talon by Julie Kagawa, and A Court of Thorns and Roses series by Sarah J. Maas. Next we have these little Funkos from Milan. We have Milan, we have Mushu, and we have the little cricket. That one's supposed to go there. There, yeah. Then behind Milan we have the Rebel of the Sands trilogy by Elwyn Hamilton. I love this series. I thought it was really good, and I see too little people talking about it. Moving on, we have Renegades, Arch Enemies, and Supernova by Marissa Meyer. The spines of these ones are so pretty. And then next up, we have all my Twilight books. We have we have Twilight, we have New Moon, we have Eclipse, Breaking Dawn. We have the Short Second Life Brie Tanner. We have the special 10th anniversary edition, and this is like the officially illustrated book with the Twilight Saga, which has like interviews with Stephenie Meyer and like history of like all the characters. So you can read Alice Cullen's personal history and all that, which is really fun. That one's still in Dutch, but I thought I would keep it because it was really interesting. And it completes my Twilight collection pretty nicely. We have this little Amira Funko over here, which is not able to stand straight because that's why she's leaning like this. Yeah, some Funkos just don't want to stand up straight. Okay, moving on. We have my first Harry Potter shelf. This one has all the hardcovers. I got this box set from my parents a few years ago for my birthday, and these are stunning. So yeah, I really like these. Then we have this little Harry Funko standing on top of the books. We have Ginny, we have Professor Trelawney, and we have Luna Lovegood. We also have this little Sorting Hat candle, this little certificate that I completed my owls, and over there is a Butterbeer bottle, which I thought would look nicely here. And then moving on down, we have another Harry Potter shelf, which has all my illustrated editions, which has a Hagrid Funko, a Dobby Funko, and this really cool Funko of Ron on a chess piece. I thought that looks amazing, and I think it looks really cool down here as well. We also have this little candle from, let me see who this is from. Oh, this one is from Bookish Burns, and it says Honeydukes on it. It smells amazing. And then down here we also have another candle, which is from a Fairy Loot box that I got once. So yeah, these are my Harry Potter shelves. I really like them. They look so fun. if I ever do get more Harry Potter Funkos, I'm probably gonna have to move things around because I'm running out of space. So yeah. But okay, moving on. We have this shelf. As you can see, this shelf has all my fictional boutique candles. If you didn't know yet, I am an ambassador for Fictional Boutique, which means you can use my code to get a 10% discount. I will leave her website and my code down in the description below, so you can go check it out. But a few candles, like we have a Love Potion one, then we have When in Doubt, Go to the Library, Fangirl, we have Crazy Book Lady, we have Shelfie, Winter Court, and we have Book Boyfriend. Yeah, they're really fun, they're really small, but they smell amazing, and I really like them. As for the books on this shelf, we have the first 2 books of the Poseidon series. It's a trilogy, but I don't own the 3rd book. I have read it though. Don't know why I don't own it. Just need to get myself the 3rd book. Then we have 6 of Crows, which is a little battered. The spine is all cracked from reading it. Then we have The School of Good and Evil. We have Carry On by Raymond Rowell. Bad Girls Detective Agency. Still haven't read it. Then we have 2 books in the selection series which don't even match, and that's like the 4th book and the 1st book. I really liked it when I read it, but I don't think I'm gonna buy the other books because I don't think I would read it now, and I don't think I would like it if I read it now. So yeah, but I'm just gonna keep those there because yeah, I did really like the selection when I read it. So then we have Rebel Bell, The Harvest, we have 1,000 Pieces of You. Still need to buy the other 2 books in the series. I did really enjoy the series. I read it as an ebook. But yeah, I still don't own the other 2 books. Then we have this Slytherin edition of Harry Potter, which I just kept here because I didn't like to put it with the other Harry Potter books because it doesn't match anything. So I'm just keeping it over here. We have another random Julie Kagawa book and another random book from the Lorien Legacies. I think this is like the 4th or 5th book. I do not remember. And then moving on, we have this little section which I call like historical fantasy. We have The Crown's Game and The Crown's Fate. We have Circe and The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. We have this little light, which is a whale. It's really cute, but I never light it. Then we have Tiger Lily by Jodie Lynn Anderson. I'm not sure why this is in the historical fiction, in the historical fantasy section. But I'm just gonna keep it there, it's fine. Then we have Secrecy, The Book Thief. We have The Wrath in the Dawn and The Rose and the Dagger. This is like one of my favorite duologies, it's so good. Then we have Gideon Smith and the Mechanical Girl. We have Stoke and Jack the Ripper and The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue. And then moving on to this little shelf, we have Black Hearts. We have the first book in the Witcher series, and we have my copy of The Night Circus, which also looks a bit battered. But that book was just so good. And then we have 2 little Fictional Boutique candles and this Hulk mug with all my bookmarks in it. So it's really easy to just get one out when I need it. That is like my fantasy part of the shelf. I organized my shelves by genre, so the first half of the shelves are like fantasy, and then down below we have contemporary. So we're starting on this side. I have a few magnetic bookmarks over there. Let me get those out of the way. We have The Summer I Turned Pretty Omnibus from Jenny Han. We have the To All the Boys I've Loved Before series, Burn for Burn. Then we have a few Morgan Matson books, who is one of my favorite contemporary authors. Amy and Roger's Epic Detour is my favorite book by her. And then we have Anna, Lola and Isla. And these 2 Funkos, this pink one is the Sugar Plum Fairy from the Nutcracker and the Four Realms. And that is of course a bell. Let me put this back. I've organized my contemporary books by like fluffy YA. So the first shelf is gonna be all fluffy YA books, and you'll get to the more hard-hitting ones and the more adult romance later. So moving on, we have this little Stitch Funko. that has a heart that says "Be Mine," which is really cute. Then we have this Aladdin and Abu Funkos. We have Did I Mention I Love You trilogy. I still haven't read that. Oops. Then we have 2 books by Jen Bennett. We have Fangirl and Eleanor and Park. 10 Blind Dates. We have Geekerella and the Princess and the Fangirl, which I'm really mad about that they don't freaking match. So annoying. Then we have these random books that I still haven't read, which is The Paper and Horse Society and The Girl's Guide to Summer. Still need to read those. Then we have When Dimple Met Rishi, With the Fire on High, Happy Girl Lucky. We have American Royals. We have Jasmine and Raja, Cinder and Ella, Tweet Cute, which I read the other day, which is really cute. A Little Something Different, and that one has a really long title. The Statistic Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. Piglets. We have Operation Prom Date, Dash and Lily's Book of Dares. We have My True Love Gave to Me, which is a short story collection. Then we have Sarah Dessen, Once and For All, and Queens of Geek. There's a gap here because that's where Love a la Mode goes, but I'm currently reading that. And then we have Listen to Your Heart by Casey West, The Unlikelies, and The Love That Split the World. So that's basically all my like fluffy contemporary, YA contemporary. And over here we start like new adult romance. These are also where my Avatar Funkos are at. I have Katara, I have Aang, and I have Zuko. I'm still like growing my romance book collection because I only started reading physically again last year, so I don't have that many yet, but I have a few Colleen Hoover books. I have the first 2 and the last book of the Addicted series by Kristen Becker Ritchie, and then I have the Winston Brothers 3 books by Penny Reed. So that's like that little romance section. Down here, which is also more adult contemporary than romance. So like we have 3 books by Abby Waxman right there. We have Daisy Jones and the Six and the 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And then we have a few random, like I think it's either romance or women's fiction. I'm not sure. But I still haven't read those, so need to get on that. And I also have this little Pusheen Dragon Dinosaur Funko there. Moving on, we have this little section of women's fiction with 2 books by Carrie Hope Fletcher and then a bunch of books by Jill Mansell. She's also one of my favorite authors. I love her writing. We have this Blair Waldorf Funko over here. I thought that would fit nicely there. And then we get to the more like hard-hitting contemporary, as I will call it. Like John Green is also over here. We have Tiny Pretty Things. We have Sarah Barnard, Beautiful Broken Things, If I Stay. And then we have The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. And then I have Ellie Carter's books, which I would count as contemporary, but I'm also not sure where to put them, so I just, yeah, they're just over here. But that's the Gallagher Girls series and High Society I got over there. And this little Timon Funko, which is really cute. I still need to get the Pumbaa one. Moving on, we have my middle grade Nook. I don't have that many middle grade, but enough that they can have his own little shelf. We have Undercover Princess by Connie Glynn, which I got in London and is a signed copy. And then we have the first Percy Jackson book, which I actually gave to my boyfriend, but it's now on my shelf. The Lost Hero. We have a few, a few more middle grade ones like Tilly and the Book Wanderers, A Pinch of Magic, The Girl Who Speaks Bear, and The Land of Roar. And then we have this cute little dragon plushie. And then moving on, we're almost at the end of my bookshelf. This one is just a random shelf. It has a few comics. It has Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, because that monstrosity does not deserve to be with the other Harry Potter books. And then we have a few classics, like my Pride and Prejudice copy and my Jane Eyre copy. I still haven't read any of those, but I need to get on that. And yeah, and then we have this little camel wooden statue that I got from a friend a while back. I also have this little light here that goes on your phone to have better lighting. And I have a few book sleeves over there. And this is like the last shelf. which is just a few random books, to be honest. We have the Kitty Hawk series by Ian Reading. I got those for review a few years back when I was still blogging, but they're really fun to read. I really enjoyed those. And then we have Illuminate, we have the Shatter Me series, we have Game Board of the Gods by Richelle Mead. I only read the first book, but I found out the other day that the third book was never published, so I don't think I'm gonna be reading the second book anyway. But yeah, that's too bad because I did really like the first book. And then we have This Is Where It Ends by Marieke Nijkamp. So yeah, that's it. Those are all my books. I still have some space left, so that's good, so I can keep buying more books. But yeah, those are all the books that I own. So yeah, that's it. That's all my books. That was my bookshelf tour. I really hope you enjoyed seeing all my shelves and seeing all the books I own. Let me know in the comments what your favorite shelf was. I will leave the links to my Instagram, Goodreads and Twitter down in the description, so come follow me on those platforms. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this. Give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!